Why are there people who seem lazy, yet always outperform you? Have you ever felt this? There's always that one person in class. You never see them study. They don't take notes, don't pull all-nighters. They're always laughing and chatting like exams are a joke. And yet, when the results come out, they sit there calmly, and their score is higher than yours. And you study until your eyes blur, you drink coffee like water, you cram every line into your head. And the result, still average, sound familiar. Wait, you might be misunderstanding something very important. Those lazy people aren't actually lazy. They just don't waste energy the way you do, while you're trying to force knowledge into your brain. They're figuring out how to remember without forcing it in. Sounds absurd. It's not. That's how smart learners operate. They don't try harder than you, they just optimize better than you, first. They upgrade their brain RAM instead of studying more. Imagine your brain as a laptop. You open 3 tabs, it lags, open Chrome and it freezes. Meanwhile, those smart, lazy people don't buy a new machine. They just upgrade the RAM. How? A simple exercise, dual NBAC. Just 15-20 minutes a day. But it boosts your ability to hold and process information. The result, while you need to study something 5 times to understand it, they get it on the first try, second. They don't learn words, they learn images. You're learning in a way your brain wasn't designed for. The human brain isn't built to remember text. It's built to remember images. You might forget what you learned this morning, but still clearly remember the face of someone you liked 5 years ago. Why? Because that's an image. Smart learners take advantage of this. Instead of rewriting a formula 10 times, they use a technique called screenshot memory. Look at the formula for 30 seconds. Close your eyes. Recreate it in your mind. Repeat until the image is printed in your brain. In the exam room, they don't recall words. They just open their internal image gallery. Third, they don't study alone. You think self-study means you're good. Wrong. Smart people don't study alone, they study through systems. They observe. Who understands faster, who takes better notes, who solves problems more efficiently, and they absorb knowledge from them, not copying, but leveraging others' experience to learn faster. Fourth, they ignore 90% of useless information. You're trying to learn everything, that's why you remember nothing. Smart learners follow one principle: selective ignorance. They don't ask, is this interesting? They ask, is this necessary? In a 10-minute video, you watch all of it, they watch only the 1 minute that matters. You learn 1,000 things, they learn 100 things. But those 100 determine the outcome. Fifth, they learn even when they're not studying. You think studying means sitting at a desk. No, your brain still learns even when you're not paying attention. It's called passive absorption. Listening to podcasts while washing dishes. Listening to audio while walking. Watching videos while resting. No need to force memorization after a few weeks. Knowledge just pops up when needed. Sixth, they always preview the lesson. You walk into class like watching a movie for the first time. You don't know who's who, you don't know what's happening. They've already seen the trailer. Just 5-10 minutes skimming the lesson before class. Their brain already has a framework. When the teacher explains, everything instantly clicks into place. Seventh, they finish learning in class, not at home. This is the biggest difference. You listen passively, take notes mechanically, go home and relearn everything. They understand immediately in class, ask questions instantly, lock in knowledge on the spot. By the time you start studying at home, they're already done the hard truths. You're not losing because you're lazy, you're losing because you're learning the wrong way. You're using time to compensate for inefficiency, using effort to compensate for lack of strategy. Meanwhile, those lazy people are simply learning at the right times, learning the right things, learning the right ways. So next time you see someone playing games and still getting high scores, don't be jealous too quickly. They might not be lazier than you. They just understand the game better. And in today's world, being lazy the right way is not a weakness, it's a survival skill.